She scores!
There it is, Hitman.
Good passing up there.
Okay, this time John Sparrow sends it into the zone. Then we got Jacob Emeny plays off the ref. Ah, crap. Okay, Mitchell Drinkwater, nope. Corey Gordon sends it in behind the net. This time Jacob pulls it out and it gets flipped around. Dave Machenko back into the corner. Jacob Emeny over to Corey Gordon, over to Dave Machenko. Did this before. Jacob Emeny sends it in behind the net. Mitchell Drinkwater sends it over to Ethan Hurst. Oh, it's out in front of the net, and oh, thankfully, Dave Machenko sends it to the blue line again. Mitchell Drinkwater goes and checks the guy in behind the net. This time Ethan Hurst goes in for it. There's a check there, ends up on the blue line. Puck goes back into the corner. Jacob Emeny. Where's Jacob going to put it? Sends it up, and it stays on the blue line yet again. Jacob then flips it up in the air, sends it right to the red line. Puck comes back around. Puck goes in behind the net, easily picked up by the goalie. Not easily picked up nicely by the goalie.
Smart play.
Yep.
Give the line change.
Good. Got a line change happening here, according to John. Looks like we got Zach on face-off. Yep. Zach sends it off to the wing. Goes in behind the net. Daniel picks it up, net's off. You're gonna have to do that again. Who's that, John Sparrow? Might have nicked it with his leg.
Yeah, hard to say who knocked it off.
I was just wondering if he's injured at all. He looks okay. Okay, Zach this time. Looks like he's gonna send the puck over to Shoemaker. Yep, that's where it goes. Beautiful. You got Susie coming in. Susie sends it out in front of the net. Susie goes back in behind the net. It's picked up by Shoemaker. Zucchetto. Back into Susie. Zucchetto. We got 2-on-2 in the corner, and it's free. Shoemaker goes in. Daniel goes in. Sitting there at center ice in their zone. Comes back. Oh, gets flipped back into the zone. Nice move there on behalf of 17. Sparrow, John Sparrow. Good for him. Okay, now we've had a line change happening. Dylan's on the ice. This time Daniel goes for it. Puck comes up to center ice. Over to the blue line. Oh, LeBlanc. Nice check. We got Nick Rosa. Nick is able to come into the zone, and Dylan manages to jump right out of it. Richie Deck takes a bit of a hit from the side. 51 seconds remaining on the clock. Dylan LeBlanc goes in behind the net. Puck comes out to, I think that was Jacob. Yep. Puck gets sent back to Curtis. Puck's missed. Chris sends the puck up. Richie Deck goes in behind the net. There's a bit of a mugging going on back there, I think. Three guys, they got the puck, they're flipping it up, they're using that stuff they learned in the practice on the weekend. Jacob sends it over to Curtis Widener. Curtis. Okay, puck goes back to Jacob. Jacob flips the puck out to the blue line. That's turning out to be a really good move. Nick Rosa watches him closely. This time the puck, there's been a line change. Jacob Emeny goes it back, and they've got some time to pick the puck up. The puck gets stuck in the wall there. This time it gets sent to the blue line. There we go. Well, John, what do you think of the first period?
Well, the pace started to pick up for the IceDogs late in the period, and it looks like they're starting to come on. Some good signs we're seeing out there, some nice passing, some solid hitting, and they're coming around.
Yeah, it almost seemed like the goal that the other team got was what they needed to get the drive, and they actually picked up a goal fairly quickly thereafter, right?
I think your analysis is spot on, Brad. The Dogs look like they're well into this game now. They're ready to score a couple more goals.
You can actually see a lot of the training that was happening on the weekend. You're starting to put it in play here as well. And we're back. The beginning of the second period. The score is 1-1. 15 minutes on the clock. Nobody has a penalty. Okay, here we go. Already it's in our end zone. Mitchell Drinkwater is carrying it behind the net. Puck gets flipped around. Ends up on the blue line. There's a shot near the net. Puck ends up in center ice. What's that? Dave Machenko puts a shot on net, and it's picked up.
Nice breakup on that play by Corey Gordon, intercepting the puck in front of the net, sending it up.
Got a line change here. Zach Zucchetto faces off. Manages to, puck's in the hands of Mike, sends it over to Shoemaker. Mike Susi goes in the corner. Shoemaker picks it up, sends it back to the blue line. Sends it back to Shoemaker. They end up with a guy to carry it up. Zach Zucchetto's all over it. Puck ends up in the center. Bit of a soccer move there. This time Curtis Widener goes and picks it up, sends it over to Zach. Zach flips it over to Mike. Mike flips it out of the zone. Nice. Exactly what he's supposed to do. Ends up in Zach's hands. Shoemaker picks up the puck at center ice. He's doing a whole kick move there. Ends up back in the hands of Curtis Widener. Curtis controls it and sends it over to Daniel. Daniel sends it back to Shoemaker. Ends up in the zone in the corner. Shoemaker goes in after it. Shoemaker and Richie Deck. Nick Rosa. Been a line change here, obviously. Nice move on behalf of Jacob there. Jacob sends it back to... Okay, Dylan. Dylan comes in like a rocket. He's going all by himself. And a shot on net. Oh, man, that was close. Nick Rosa puts it in the corner. Dylan LeBog goes in back after it. Rosa sends it back in the corner. Dylan's got it. Richie Deck's got it. In behind the net. There's nobody there. Puck comes around. Jacob Emini has it. Their man's got it free. One-on-one. And there's a mugging happening. There we go. Richie Deck's in behind the net, sends it wide. Puck ends up on the blue line. Goes in the back corner, in behind the net. We got Mitchell Drinkwater going after it. Puck is shot on net, and there's a save, and the puck is free. There's a fight going on, and the goalie stops it. Woohoo! 12 minutes and 48 seconds remaining on the clock. The score is 1-1.
And the IceDogs probably need a little bit of physical activity to get them a little bit more charged up and motivated for that.
Absolutely. That's one of the things I've noticed. Our team always plays up to the level of the other one when it comes to some of the checks and whatnot. And the worst thing that they can do is start to check us. Okay, puck ends up on the blue line. It's out in the neutral zone. Puck comes back. They got an offside happening. Puck comes out. This time Ethan's got it. Oh man. Corey Gordon. Oh, Daniel. Daniel's got it, sends it beautifully across. Ends up being picked up by Dave Machenko. Dave Machenko takes it in the end zone. Puck comes out, and it's sitting in the neutral zone. This time they got it in there. Shot on net, and the goalie stops it. Nice save on Chris's part.
Really stood his ground on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good when they not only are able to stop that, but stop the rebound as well.
That's right.
Okay, we got another line change. We got Zach here. It's been called off, so there's not going to be an icing. Mike Susi aggressively goes after that puck. Nice work there. Zucchetto, we got Shoemaker there. Jacob Emini. Puck comes out to their floater again. Man. I thought we were done with cherry pickers in the house league days. Here we go in behind the net. Puck's in the corner. A little bit of action there. Get Jacob. Jacob sends the puck in behind the net. Curtis Widener goes back in, fights it out. We got Jacob fighting it out. Oh, man in front of the net. Nice stop by Chris. Curtis Widener. Oh, check from behind.
Got it.
And the
referee got that one.
And it's going to be...
He called it as roughing, but it was a little bit of a shot from behind. So penalty to the Eagles.
You know, I wish we saw actually a little bit more of that, because there was no malicious intent there. The other guy walked away from it. You know, this stuff's going to happen.
Yeah.
But when you throw a guy out of a game for something like that, it's just wrong. Okay, we got puck going back. This time it's picked up by Dylan. Dylan. Okay, I'm not sure where it is. Okay, puck's in our zone again. Mitchell Drinkwater. Mitchell Drinkwater picks the puck up, takes it in behind the net. Yep. Sends it up to his winger, Dylan LeBog. Dylan LeBog carries the puck up and comes in, takes a shot on net. Oh, beautiful slap shot. But there's another penalty, and it's going to be, they call that one boarding, right?
You could call it boarding.
What do you call it? This?
Late hit. That is boarding.
Yeah.
That is a boarding call.
So we've got to definitely have a power play happening here.
Man advantage for
10 minutes and 43 seconds remaining on the clock. We've got 2 penalties here, 1:33 and 2 minutes, so we've got a lot of work here. Five on 3, can we make it happen? Curtis Widener sends it over to Daniel. Daniel takes a ripping shot at the net. Oh, absolutely beautiful. Right now we've got Shoemaker, Zucchetto, Curtis Widener, Mike Susi, and Daniel all on there. All shooters to be sure. Puck comes back, puck goes into the corner. It's picked up by Daniel, and Daniel sends it over to Curtis. Curtis sends it back to Daniel. Daniel lines up, takes a... Oh! Okay, puck comes back to Curtis. Curtis this time sends it over to Susi. Susi sends it across. Picked up by Shoemaker. Shoemaker puts it high. Puck's in front of the net. Puck's in front of the net. And oh man! That appears to be no goal.
No, that was no.
Oh man!
Somehow it stayed out. The goalie took one in the face for the team there.
All right, we got 53 seconds remaining on the first goal, so we still have quite a power play happening here. This time, Corey Gordon takes it, ends up in the hands of Ethan Hurst. Jacob takes a shot on net. Still have 46 seconds remaining on the clock for the first.
Keep shooting at the net.
There's an absolute ton of pressure here on this goal. He's got to be feeling it. He's going to need a bedpan any moment. Corey Gordon sends it, holds it. Puck is held and maintained. Oh! And it's out. Okay, goes back to the line. This time Jacob picks up the puck. They don't even bother advancing because they've only got 3 guys on the ice. They can't take a shot at not being in their zone. Puck goes long. This time Mitchell Drinkwater gets it. Mitchell takes it around. We got 24 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3 power play. Takes it into the end zone and takes it in behind the net. There's a lot of control happening here. Control sends it over to Corey Gordon, who sends it to Ethan. Ethan back to Corey. Corey back to Jacob. Jacob back to Mitchell. Mitchell sends it around to Jacob. Jacob keeps it in the zone. Puck's in behind. Ethan Hurst